Day 15, Friday of the second week of Lent. The humility of Christ. May divine grace open our hearts to an understanding of the invaluable gift of salvation obtained for us by Christ's sacrifice. We find this immense gift wonderfully described in a famous hymn contained in the letter to the Philippians. The Apostle Paul concisely and effectively retraces the mystery of the history of salvation, mentioning the arrogance of Adam, who, although he was not God, wanted to be like God. And he compares the arrogance of the first man, which we all tend to feel in our being, with the humility of the true Son of God, who in becoming man does not hesitate to take upon himself all human weaknesses save sin, and goes even so far as the depths of death. This descent to the ultimate depth of the passion and death is followed by his exaltation, the true glory, the glory of love, which went to the very end. And it is therefore right, as St. Paul says, that at Jesus' name every knee must bend in the heavens, on the earth, and under the earth, and every tongue profess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Philippians 2 verse 10 to 11. Which these words St. Paul refers to a prophecy of Isaiah, in which God says, I am God. To me every knee shall bend, in heaven and on earth. Isaiah 45 verse 22 to 23. This, Paul says, applies to Jesus Christ. He truly is, in his humility, in the true greatness of his love, the Lord of the world, and before him every knee bends. How marvelous and at the same time surprising this mystery is. We can never sufficiently meditate on this reality. In spite of being God, Jesus does not want to make his divine prerogative an exclusive possession. He does not want to use his being as God, his glorious dignity, and his power as an instrument of triumph and a sign of remoteness from us. On the contrary, he empties himself, taking on the wretched and weak human condition. In this regard, Paul uses a rather evocative Greek verb to indicate the kenosis, this humbling of Jesus. In Christ, the divine form was hidden beneath the human form, that is, beneath our reality marked by suffering, by poverty, by our human limitations, and by death. His radical true sharing in our nature, a sharing in all things save sin, led him to that boundary which is the sign of our finiteness, death. However, all this was not the fruit of an obscure mechanism or blind fertility. Rather, it was his own free choice through generous adherence to the Father's saving plan, and the death he went to meet, Paul adds, was that of crucifixion, the most humiliating and degrading death imaginable. The Lord of the universe did all this out of love for us. Out of love, he chose to empty himself and make himself our brother. Out of love, he shared our condition, that of every man and every woman.